Good evening. My name is Rich Shields and I am the Assistant Principal of Canfield High School. We wish to extend a special welcome to the friends, family, and guests of the class of 2019. Before we begin, we'd ask for your cooperation in a few items. Please save your applause for the end of the ceremony after all the graduates have received their diplomas. It would be a shame if another graduate's name is not heard because of the noise. We also ask that you do not come onto the gym floor to take pictures during the ceremony. Platform dignitaries and faculty members will remain after graduation for the picture taking. Canfield local schools adhere to a formal graduation ceremony, and we hope that all in attendance will contribute to the decorum and protocol that such a ceremony demands. There are a few facets regarding the ceremony that may be of interest. As far as the seating arrangements, the Cum Laude Society members earning the highest academic honors will sit in the front rows and will graduate first. They were determined by a grade point average system. Summa Cum Laude students graduating with highest honors will wear gold cords. Magna Cum Laude students graduating with high honors will wear red and black cords. Cum Laude students graduating with honors will wear red and white cords. Although only locally awarded scholarships will be announced today, it is important to note that our graduates have been offered approximately $13 million in scholarships. A special thank you goes out to Elliott's Garden Center for a wonderful display of greenery and flowers for our podium today. In just a few moments, the class of 2019 will enter the gymnasium. They are a very special class, and this is a very special day. Please give them the attention and respect that they deserve.
Good evening. I would like to start out by thanking Mr. Kelly and members of his band for their wonderful performance. My name is Mike Moldavon, and I have the distinct honor and privilege to serve as principal of Canfield High School. On behalf of the Board of Education, the Superintendent, Administration, and staff, I would like to welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2019. Before we begin with our musical selection, I would like to acknowledge some people behind me on the podium. Our Superintendent, Mr. Alex Jordan, our Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. John Tullio, our Treasurer, Patricia Prince, our Assistant Principal, Mr. Rich Shields. Also board members, Mr. David Wilkeson, President, Mrs. Tracy DiCaprio, and Mr. Mike Rousses, and our featured speaker, Jean Mosier. I would like to recognize two very important people, and they are our senior class advisors, who have spent an incredible amount of time this year organizing the senior fundraiser and events. They organized also this great graduation ceremony. Would you please give a round of applause to Candy Reed and Anthony Holden. I would like to also acknowledge our teachers who marched in with the students. They are such an integral part of everything that goes on here at Canfield High School, and they play the largest role in the success of our students. Could we please have a round of applause for them? At this time, we ask graduating choir members to join the choir in Mrs. Scourge for a selection titled Until We Meet Again. Choir members, please.
one in need, extend a helping hand. Grow where you've been planted, may joy fill all your days. And though it's hard to say goodbye, I'll try to find a way, try to find a way. Hear me as I pray, hear me as I pray, until we meet again. I'll hold you in my heart, closer than a whisper, no more than a thought apart. We'll have memories time can't erase. I'll hear your voice, I'll see your smiling, smiling face, until we meet again. Until we meet again. Till we meet again.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Skurich, and your wonderful, wonderful choir. At this time, our senior class co-president, Jessica Lee, will now offer the invocation. Jessica.
At this time, please bow your heads, and male graduates, please remove your caps as we open commencement with a blessing. We are thankful for this day and all of its opportunities and challenges. We are grateful that we are able to share this moment with our friends, our families, and our mentors. We hope for strength and guidance in the years to come as we discover new experiences in our future endeavors. May we be challenged to always give our best and overcome our unique struggles each day. Let us strive to better ourselves, the people around us, and the people we will meet in the future. Amen.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Alex Jordan, our superintendent, who will give us a few words and introduce our guest speaker. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moldovan. Members of the school board, central office staff, administrative team, parents, special guests, and especially you graduating seniors. As a member of the Canfield Local Schools family, it is a special honor for me as your superintendent to welcome you to the commencement ceremonies for the Canfield High School class of 2019. There's another group of individuals who cannot go unrecognized, our teaching staff. What a wonderful group that has a great impact on these students. This team of educators spent many hours preparing and delivering lessons. They also have spent hours establishing relationships through extra instruction with our students outside of the class time. as well as coaching and advising groups. Our support staff, secretaries, custodians, educational assistants also play a significant role in our students' education. I have a great amount of respect for all of these folks and the work that they do to make our students successful. Many of them have spent 4 years with these students. I would like to ask teachers and support staff of the entire Canfield local school system to please stand and be recognized. Please stand, folks. Thank you again. And most recently, as you all know, community took on a lot of water, and throughout the school system, I couldn't thank our custodial staff and maintenance crew, along with the administrative team, in their efforts in getting our district ready to open the next day. So again, no matter the emergency, they're always there for us. We would also be remiss not to include one more group who has had the greatest possible influence on these graduates in their journey to reach this moment. I would like to recognize the parents, guardians, family, and friends who are present here this evening. Graduates, do me a favor and please join me in recognizing these fine individuals who have spent enormous amount of time and are special in your lives with a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. I stand in front of you today as a superintendent, but last Friday, I was a father and a parent just like you folks in the audience. My daughter received her high school diploma and walked across the stage. And I'm going to go off script here a little bit because this is from the heart. You know, you raise a youngster to the best of your ability and love them every step of the way. And as I was sitting in the audience, I couldn't help but remember the 18 years of her life. Graduates, you have eyes looking upon you today with a lot of love, a lot of dedication, a lot of investment. You are our greatest investment as a parent. And I can't tell you enough how pleased that you have parents behind you today see you to this point. Now, a lot of times we talk to our youngsters and say high school graduation is just another step. It is for many of you, but it is a very important step. You are now an adult. You are now, in many regards, on your own. Give you a little story about last Friday as well, and I won't take long. But 18 years ago, my wife and I, we were able to take out our daughter from the hospital. And she was born, and what a wonderful joy. And we thought the life was never going to go as fast as what it did. But we were walking out of the hospital together, putting Ariana into the car, and another couple who lived in the neighborhood that we did was walking their youngster out to the vehicle, same time. Boy, it really hit home when we were walking out of Packard Music Hall in Warren as adults together once again, 18 years later. All I can say is we sat down with our daughter after graduation and said that the best thing and the most important thing that we learned and she did for us is be the young woman that she is today. That's all our parents ask out of our youngsters. That's all your parents have asked out of you. So just remember, you are our prized commodity. You will never do anything better than anyone else. But it is very important to take what you've learned up to this point to the next stage of your life. A lot of people will doubt you, but you will always have a home at your home and here at school. So we'll go on script again. Mr. Moldovan, it's my privilege to accept officially this graduating class and through action to signify that these young adults in the Canfield High School class of 2019 have fulfilled the requirements of the state of Ohio and the Canfield Local School District. On behalf of Canfield Local School Board, I again congratulate you on your accomplishments and wish you success. God bless you. Thank you. Jeannie Mosier, is a multifaceted executive leader with more than 35 years of corporate experience in strategic and operational planning, international business development, and the management of high-performing teams. Jeannie spent more than 20 years at the Walt Disney Company in New York City and Los Angeles in various management positions, including Senior Vice President and Group Global Publisher of Disney Publishing Worldwide. Prior to the Walt Disney Company, Jeannie spent 17 years at Penguin Random House, the world's largest trade book publisher. She held several senior positions, including Vice President of Sales, Planning, and Marketing Development. She is currently the Vice President of Public Affairs and Regional Director, Northeastern Ohio, at MS Consultants Incorporated, and is the inaugural YSU Williamson College of Business Administration's Executive in Residence. She serves on the Youngstown-Warren Regional Chamber, is a member of the Newman Center, and a member of the Rotary of Canfield. Jeannie grew up in Canfield and graduated from Canfield High School. She received a Bachelor of Fine Arts from Kent State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome back to Canfield High School, Miss Jeannie Mosier.
Give me a minute. Good evening, Canfield High School. Now, I'm going to need, I know Superintendent Jordan told me you're not supposed to show any emotion or speak out of turn, but I'm actually going to ask class of 2019 if you could help me out here and give me a little encouragement and let me hear your voices. Class of 2019. This is your time, guys. Thank you, Superintendent Jordan, for inviting me this evening. Thank you, School Board, Principal Moldovan, Assistant Principal Shields. Thank you, teachers, coaches, and all mentors within the school system who've inspired and assisted these students to this point. I wish to thank, he's not here this evening, Mayor Duffett, who with the Superintendent, School Board, Canfield Rotary, and the Canfield community have been very kind and welcomed me back to Canfield because I've been gone quite a while. The New York Times' David Brooks recently noted, graduation ceremonies encourage you to be more intentional about life, to pause and reflect before moving forward into life's next chapter. As I was incredibly honored and asked to speak today with you, I was aware, or became so as the day approached, of the responsibility. I thought, from what vantage point do I share my journey and assist you, the class of 2019, on the beginning of your next chapter? And then I thought, wait a minute. And this didn't come to me in the beginning. We began our journey at the same place. I started from where you are today, and it's Canfield High School, and this we have in common. I was privileged to grow up in Canfield. My 6 siblings graduated from Canfield High School. Out of my 17 nieces and nephews, 7 have attended school here, with my niece Sophia left to graduate in 2023. My sister Christine, my nieces Sophia, Elise, and Cassie are here with me tonight. Thank you for being here. And my great-nephews, Noah and Cameron Oles, will be in 1st grade and kindergarten next year at Hilltop. So you could say we go a ways back. My father, Thomas F. Mosier, is in the Hall of Fame for his philanthropic work on the original stadium, the stadium lights, the soccer field behind us, the baseball field, to name a few. As a professional engineer, he took great pride in his work, and I think he loved Canfield actually more than we did. My brother Thomas E. Mosier is in the Hall of Fame for his athletic and business accomplishments, and I believe my brother Jim's 880 relay record that they came in second in state is still on the boards, and I think my brother Dave still holds the punt return record, which is hard for me to believe because he was a quarterback, so I never quite understood that. But anyway, make no mistake, there was a lot of pressure for us to achieve academically. Many of us were in the National Honor Society, myself included, take that accolade. But all of my siblings were Hall of Famers in my book. And I don't say this to brag, but to let you know Canfield is part of my personal and professional foundation. Canfield has prepared you, as it did me, with a foundation upon which you will build a very solid future. It doesn't get any better than this. The exercise of writing this speech was interesting for me in that even though I've moved back to the area, I'm not a person who likes to dwell in the past. I'm going to speak a little bit today about me, hopefully to prove that the superintendent didn't make a mistake, and also to give you a little bit of advice for your ride. For the young women out there, I was the first woman in my family to graduate from college or even go to college. I sought independence, both financially and personal, which motivated me while not always consciously. After college, the steel mills had closed in Youngstown. That's a familiar story I'm sure you've heard in your families. And the creative jobs were scarce. Kent had exposed me to the Art Directors League of New York. I left for New York City with a suitcase and $1,000 my grandmother had loaned me. I found a studio apartment. I got an $11,000 a year job. I bought a pull-out couch and I began my personal life. And though I lived in a shoebox for a very long time and made very little money, I loved and was passionate about my work and my profession. I love the business and creative business of publishing books, magazines, and comics. And today, more than ever, the many ways in which stories will be told and distributed in publishing. Every new project was a new beginning, a new story, a visual challenge, new talent, teams to be working with, authors and illustrators, and later Disney franchises. I received what I like to think is my higher degree, living most of my professional life in and around New York City, with a few sunny years spent in LA. I love the energy of New York and I consider it home. I had a unique and tremendous opportunity working for Disney, meeting amazing partners and new friends around the world. I learned in my Disney international work that language need ever be a barrier, and all nationalities have one thing in common: the education of their children. This unites all the countries. Since joining MS Consultants, focusing on Northeast Ohio business development, my global focus has shifted to a community local focus. Our engineers, architects, and planners are dedicated and talented professionals creating solutions for our clients in 5 states. But economic development, city, township, state, and national government, public works, and public affairs are new areas of interest and challenge to me. But wow, I am humbled by the dedication and passion local business owners, schools and school boards, governments, regional associations, and YSU give to the Valley. We are Y and proud. President Trussell and Dean Licata at the business school have given me the chance to give back in my role at Williamson College of Business Administration. I've been so impressed with the students there, their international programs, and all that they have to offer. And for those of you attending YSU next fall, and I think there's quite a few of you, I will be there to assist you in any way. Feel free to come in during my office hours. So with all of this energy and brain power, the future and growth of the Valley must and will become a reality. When I joined Disney after almost 2 decades with Random House, I was asked in an executive leadership offsite to create a life map, to reflect on the influences and experiences that shaped my life thus far, and to create a visual roadmap integrating those patterns that may impact my future. I chose a circle or a mandala, thinking back to my educational days in art, the shape a child first renders as they develop to draw a face. A mandala is also a Hindu and Buddhist universal symbol of the universe. But put simply, with less intricacy, my life influences had a pattern, and you're going to see this in your life too and look for it, that seemed to repeat while my professional experiences varied. I'm going to share some lessons learned from that process, 6 pieces of advice to be exact between you and me, in the hopes that it may help you as you make your way, my fellow graduates of Canfield High School. I sat where you are today. I know all you want to do is flip that tassel, so please bear with me as I go through the 6. It'll be fast. Number 1, seek and follow your own interests. Find what makes you uniquely you, and only you. Everyone knows the Oprah quote, follow your passion, it will lead to your purpose. It won't make sense to you in the beginning as you're building your career. I graduated from Kent State University with a Bachelor of Fine Arts. I had a creative background, but I spent years at Random House in sales and marketing, selling, visiting retailers, understanding and learning operations and finance. I often chose less glamorous jobs because I wanted to learn more. Folks thought I was crazy. Those skills had created a foundation I would later need when I assumed management of an international operation of creative and business professionals at Disney. Being right and left brain, so I was creative and business oriented, was a unique asset that I could market to businesses. I sought a profession in publishing that took advantage of those skills. So don't limit your coursework or scope when you're in college, technical school, or the military. This time's not going to come again. If you're interested in pursuing something not in your curriculum, pursue it. There is a temptation, especially when you're first on your own, to attach yourself to others' interests. You want to fit in. Pursue your own goals, because you're going to waste your time pursuing someone else's. Each step you take prepares you for the next. You can Google quotes on learning. It's humbling. Every great master and leader never stop acquiring knowledge. We signed a book series called The Zodiac Legacy with Stan Lee in 2015. Stan, with Jack Kirby, created most all of the Marvel comic characters, including Spider-Man. Stan was 90 years old when we signed this book project, and he wanted to create new stories and wanted to tour for his book, and he did. He was an amazing guy and had more energy than anybody in the room. Number 2, seek teachers, mentors, and teammates. There's been a lot of discussion about that here. Most every protagonist in literature, hero or heroine, had a teacher, be it Yoda, be it Merlin. Seek people who are doing what interests you, can teach you what you want to know in careers you may wish to pursue. Ask to mentor them, or importantly, look to intern with them. Some of you are seeking technical careers that rely almost solely on learning a craft from another. We need skilled master craftsmen. Did I read recently the average age of a licensed electrician is 57? So listen, if you're young and you want to do that, you go for it. Surround yourself with teammates who challenge and support you. No major breakthrough or important business endeavor is or was ever accomplished by one individual. If you're led to believe that, be suspect. I so enjoyed the process of working with and creating with synergy partners and talented teams. Balance your weakness always with somebody else's strength when you're in teams. And listen and observe those who you respect, because you're going to need what you heard later. But don't expect that teacher, mentor, or teammate to make your career. To quote Vince Lombardi, the man on top of the mountain didn't fall there. You have to do the work. You have to climb the mountain. My most important professional opportunities were due to someone taking a chance on me. I was lucky. An individual was always an important bridge for me in a new endeavor. But after luck, guess what? You have to deliver. And I also want to hold up a danger sign here on this point. Cautious and be careful of anyone who offers you a shortcut. There aren't any. There will be times a shortcut may seem like the right way to go, but be suspect and always trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, don't do it. Adversity and challenge, number 3. Don't be mistaken that any accomplish, either professionally or emotionally, is achieved without adversity and challenge. I know it may sound cliche, but how an individual recovers from a challenge is the all. Trust me, opportunity is on the other side of any setback. It's happened to everyone, it's happened to me. Businesses are reorganizing, downsizing, and moving all the time. Don't be a victim, it's a waste of time. Just refocus and recalibrate. Fortune magazine in their most recent World's 50 Great Leaders, asked the question, why do great leaders find courage when others don't? They attributed it to hardiness, defined as the ability to endure difficult situations with fascination and influence, to see challenges and opportunities positively. Number 4, be grateful. And Superintendent mentioned this. Family is at your center. They're certainly at the center of my circle. I have come back home to family. I am working for my brother Tom in a family business my father started in 1963, and I can't believe this. He had 5 children and 2 more to come, but he started a business, and they sacrificed. So understand and be grateful for the sacrifice your parents, your grandparents, and your caregivers have made for you to be here tonight in this gymnasium. Thank them, hug them. They are the warriors. In the book, The Little Prince, Exupéry wrote, eyes are blind, you have to look with your heart, which leads me to number 5, be kind. Let me say it again, be kind. Emerson said, scatter joy and not pain around us. How are you and I different? According to the Pew Research Center, you are what is coming to be known as Generation Z or Gen Z, the generation yet undefined, which gives you a great opportunity, and born after 1997. You guys, you're kind, you're smarter, you're more accepting of diversity, you don't see color and gender, you're conscientious, and you're aware there is a world outside of the United States of America. The iPhone was invented in 2007. Since about age 10 or 11, you grew up with a device. The world literally is at your fingertips. Use devices for good and knowledge. Be kind with them. If you don't want to see your message on a Times Square billboard, don't send it. Before I close, I want to acknowledge my niece, Kara Grider, who's graduating today in North Carolina. She, like you, is talented with a very bright future ahead, and I wish her all the best, and I'll see her this weekend. So now, lastly, number 6, Gerda wrote, "Whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Begin. Boldness has a genius, power, and magic in it. This is your time, class of 2019. I have a salutation for you. They are the words of Saint Teresa of Avila. And these are the words. May today there be peace within. May you trust God that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith. And may you use those gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. I have great hopes for you guys. I have great hopes for your generation. You're going to change the world. Thank you very much. Congratulations, guys.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Mosier for those great words. And at this time, we will now have 2 members of our Cum Laude Society who will speak to us tonight. First, Dominic DeRamo, and then Gregory Halley.
Before I address the Canfield High School class of 2019, I would like to take a moment to express my immense gratitude. Thank you to my family, friends, teachers, counselors, administrators, the Board of Education, and the entire Canfield School District staff. The effort and passion each of you put into everything you do are what allow me and my peers to be here today. Now to the class of 2019. In 1789, Benjamin Franklin wrote, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes." So when I was writing this speech, finding relatable topics to speak on proved to be challenging. However, after hours of research and contemplation and scrolling through Instagram, I believe I have found another universal truth amongst the class of 2019. A childhood shaped by the embodiment of monopolization of entertainment known as Disney. As seniors, it's important to be cognizant of our past, present, and future, and Disney can accurately capture each of them. Whether we like it or not, our pasts heavily influence our lives. Each of us have a unique set of opportunities, experiences, and struggles that mold us into the individuals we are today. However, I want to focus on the struggles. Rafiki from The Lion King tells us, "The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it." While our past struggles may feel overwhelming, they can be beneficial in making us more resilient. The emperor in Mulan wisely states, "The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all." I think that most of us can agree that it's difficult to focus on the present, especially when we are preoccupied by dwelling on the past, anxiously anticipating the future, or listening to 200 and some names get announced. As Gusteau from Ratatouille puts it, if you focus on what you left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead. So, we must take advice from the Incredibles. After "no capes," Edna Mode's next best motto is, "I never look back, darling." It distracts from the now. Seniors, we should live in the moment, celebrate our accomplishment tonight. We've earned it. As we look towards our futures, it's important to not lose sight of our hopes and dreams, which cannot be anything less than grand. We should not settle for mediocrity or diluted versions of our dreams. Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast proclaims, "You don't have time to be timid. You must be bold and daring." Regardless of what our dreams are, we must remember that we impact other people, and as a result, can change the world. I would like to conclude with a thought from Snow White. Remember, you're the one who can fill the world with sunshine. Thank you, and congratulations to my fellow seniors.
Hi, I'm Gregory Halley, and I'm graduating today. I have no idea how that happened. We all have our talents. Some of us are good at math, history, and English, while others are good at sports and music and competitive hot dog eating. At the same time, we also have things we aren't so good at. I, for one, am really bad at the following activities: reading, engineering, every single sport, and life. The board game. Life, the board game. I am terrible at it. Last time I played, I held the highest possible salary for half the game and still ended dead last. So, why do you care about how terrible I am at life? Well, I asked you to consider the following. Take the board game life and compare it to real life. When you start the game, you choose to either go off to college or start your job directly. So, I've got news for you, class of 2019. If we are all playing the game of life right now, you haven't even started yet. Not to say that nothing so far you've done has mattered. You spent this long choosing your path, picking just the right color car, finally managing to fit that microscopic character peg in the car, and practicing the personal, perfect rotational movement for the spinner. But yeah, we haven't even made it to the first tile. Don't worry though. That means that any one of us can win. It's not about the choices you have already made. It's about the choices you're going to make. You'll have paydays, collect life tokens, steal your best friend's salary, or land on that one space, forcing you to pay $100,000 for cosmetic surgery you didn't need or want. We'll eventually make it to the end of the game, and we'll retire to countryside acres or millionaire estates. We'll count up our money and our tokens and see who wins. But this is real life. There are no winners or losers in real life. The Grim Reaper doesn't visit you on death's door to tell you whether or not you won. In fact, there's only one person on this entire planet who has the authority to determine whether or not you are successful. You. At the end of the day, it is up to you to decide whether or not you succeeded in life. And you can measure it however you want. You can measure it in dollars, memories, relationships, accomplishments, anything you want. If you measure your life or your success by the amount of ice cream sandwiches you consume, and you eat 10,000 of them, congratulations, you won life. But it's not your place to say that your buddy failed when they only ate 10 because they weren't measuring ice cream sandwiches. They measured their life by how many push-ups they could do. And since they can do 10,000 of them, they also succeeded. The point is this: live your life. And don't let anyone determine whether or not you are happy or successful. Happiness and success are not just a goal. They are a choice. It's okay to lose at life, the board game. We're young. We're gonna fail at a lot of things. But as you enter the real world, class of 2019, just keep in mind that you can't suck at life. You can only succeed. Thank you and congratulations.
How about those two guys, huh? Great. Okay, at this time, we will now present our local scholarships. We ask recipients to rise and remain standing after we introduce you, and please stand until we're finished. We would like to thank all the groups who have provided scholarships to help further the education of our graduates. These are local scholarships. There are many more scholarships that are earned. Vincent Augustinelli, please rise. American Legion Lake Milton Post 737 Scholarship, $1,000. PTA, $600. Junior Women's League Fall Market Scholarship, $500. Rotary Club of Canfield Harold Reed Scholarship, $1,000. In memory of James and Coralie Centofanti, $2,500. Isabella Audia, the Noah Sherba Memorial Scholarship, $1,100. Claire Berlin, in memory of James and Coralie Centofanti Scholarship, $2,500. Alexis Burnett, the Barbara Huberty Outstanding English Student Scholarship, $300. Paris Baumgardner, the Nicole Judy Kerr Memorial Nursing Scholarship, $1,000. Megan Burkett, the Nancy Dove Memorial Scholarship, $500. Caitlin Burrows, the Ashley Henry Lodge Memorial Art Scholarship, $1,000. Sophia Campos, the Patty Eberth Memorial Nursing Scholarship, $2,000. Claire Crescimano, the David Ogilvy Outstanding Math Student Scholarship, $500. Student Council Scholarship, $500. In memory of James and Coralie Centofanti Scholarship, $2,500. Brooke Chrisman, the Canfield Athletic Boosters Dick Weiss Scholarship, $1,000. Max Dawson, the NHS Red Cross Scholarship, $500. The PTA Scholarship, $600. The Rotary Club of Canfield Service Above Self Award, $1,000. In memory of James and Coralie Centofanti, $2,500. Dominic DeRamo, the Rotary Club of Canfield Bill K Scholarship, $1,000. Matt Fetty, the Jimmy Jarvis Memorial Bowling Scholarship, $500. Jonna Flask, the Mr. and Mrs. Michael A. Rigo Scholarship, $500. And the Ken Reel Leadership Scholarship, $500. Kyle Gamble, the Jimmy Jarvis Memorial YSU STEM Scholarship, $500, and the Canfield Morning Scholarship, $500. Hafsa Hassan, the Canfield Lions Club Scholarship, $500. Sophie Hodge, the Ashley Henry Lodge Memorial Art Scholarship, $1,000. Jad Jadala, the Canfield Athletic Boosters Dick Weiss Scholarship, $1,000. Thomas James, the Outstanding Business Student Scholarship, $100. Hannah Keffler, the Susan and Michael Susko Canfield Lions Club Scholarship, $500 and $750. Joe Marzano, the Cornersburg Auto Spa Scholarship, $500. Victoria Masuri, the Oddfellows Lodge Scholarship, $2,000. Vincent Paterno Beavers, the PTA Scholarship, $600. The Junior Women's League Fall Market Scholarship, $500. Julia Petrallo, the PTA Scholarship, $600. Jacob Pitzer, the NHS Red Cross Scholarship, $500. The Lyon Thomas E. Zerwick Memorial Engineering Scholarship, $500. And the Canfield Lions Club, $500. Alex Sanders, the Rotary Club of Canfield Dante Zambrini Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. And the Larry Davis Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Madison Schrock, the Nicole Judy Kerr Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Lauren Slanker, the PTA Scholarship, $600. Tyler Stein, the Canfield Wrestling Booster Scholarship, $500. Shalise Theisler, the Rotary Club of Canfield Service Above Self Award, $1,000. Alexis Vernon, the Nicholas Rocco Capana Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Brittany Young, the Ken Reel Leadership Scholarship, $500. The Rotary Club of Canfield Service Above Self Award, $1,000. The Canfield Lions Club, $500. And Noah Zolden, the Junior Women's League of Canfield Nancy Dove Character Award, $500. Please give them a round of applause, group. Thank you. Those are just local scholarships, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in this gymnasium who recognized a lot of those names, and we'll never forget a lot of those names. At this point, platform guests, parents, grandparents, relatives, friends, and faculty, it is with extreme pleasure that I present to you this outstanding graduating class of 2019. The class consists of outstanding scholars, athletes, actors, state champions, musicians, artists, and the list goes on and on. Our graduates will attend prestigious colleges and universities across the United States. Mr. Wilkeson and Mrs. DeCapua, the young people sitting before you have successfully completed the required course of study and all other requirements of the Canfield Board of Education and the Ohio State Board of Education, and at this time, they may be awarded their diplomas. We'll begin with our Cum Laude Society members. First rows, you may rise. Isabella Marie Audia, summa cum laude.
Claire Elizabeth Berlin, summa cum laude.
Alexis Ray Burnett, summa cum laude.
Mariah Kaylee Cashbaugh, summa cum laude.
Sydney Ann Cianciola, summa cum laude.
Claire Marie Crescimano, summa cum laude.
Brooke Ember Chrisman, summa cum laude.
Maximilian Dinosaur Dawson, summa cum laude.
Dominic Thomas Duramo, summa cum laude.
Stephen Richard Duke, summa cum laude.
Constance Aliki, economist, summa cum laude.
Thalia Athena, economist, summa cum laude.
Gianna Rose Flask, summa cum laude.
Kyle Christopher Gamble, summa cum laude.
Mary Nicole Gomez, summa cum laude.
Gregory James Halley, summa cum laude.
Hafsa Farouk Hassan, summa cum laude.
Cameron Nicole Heldreth, summa cum laude.
Alyssa Ann Householder, summa cum laude.
Jad Yazin Jadala, summa cum laude.
Aiden Riley Jones, summa cum laude.
Sydney Jane Carlock, summa cum laude.
Hannah Kathleen Keffler, summa cum laude.
Joseph Vincent Marzano, summa cum laude.
Victoria Nedra Rose, Missouri, summa cum laude.
Cole Joseph Morel, summa cum laude.
Julia Hope Petrallo, summa cum laude.
Jacob Len Pitzer, summa cum laude.
Vincent Michael Prologo, summa cum laude.
Brianna Ashley Remius, summa cum laude.
Gabriella Sophia Samarone, summa cum laude.
Evan David Skripek, summa cum laude.
Philip Stanek, summa cum laude.
Troy Alexander Tyson, summa cum laude.
Teresa Isabel Wasalishin, summa cum laude.
Emily Ann Yurchison, summa cum laude.
Brooke Alexandra Broker, magna cum laude.
Mason Elizabeth Burbick, magna cum laude.
Megan Faith Burkett, magna cum laude.
Dante Joseph Calabria, magna cum laude.
William Charles Drystat, magna cum laude.
Nicole Najat El Hayek, magna cum laude.
Kayla Joy Facchetti, magna cum laude.
Marissa Nicole Head, magna cum laude.
Candace Marie Krakovich, magna cum laude.
Jenna Lynn Troxel, magna cum laude.
Tanner Stephen Svetkov, magna cum laude.
Jacob David Wittenberger, magna cum laude.
Brittany Ann May Young, magna cum laude.
Jacob Terry Donady, cum laude.
Emily Taylor Dunko, cum laude.
Ashley Lynn Ventimiglia, cum laude.
Kate Ashley Abel.
Vincent Augustino Augustinelli.
Cade Alexander.
Zaid Ziad Ali.
Danya Salim Bajwa.
Kendall Brooke Bartels.
Matthew Lawrence Beck.
Rachel Noel Beal.
Daniel Andrew Beistel.
Alexander James Barquette Beatrice.
Mariah K. Blasco.
Cameron Allen Blackwell.
Starlina Marie Bridges.
Brendan David Bova.
Luke William Bowser.
Stephanie Marie Brown.
Bridget Marie Babovnik.
Emma Renee Bookite.
Frank David Bucciarelli.
Michael Eduardo Boudet.
Donna Marie Bucklew.
Aiden Andrew Bursack.
Paris Andrew Bumgardner.
Caitlin Rose Burrows.
William Zachary Burns.
Cora Elise Campbell.
Autumn Marie Caldwell.
Mia Elizabeth Kavak.
Sophia Mary Campos.
William Fletcher Christie.
Michael Robert Chaplow.
Pat Joseph Colonna.
Milan Abraham Clinkscale.
Valentino Michael Corbicello.
At the state track meet and unable to be with us today, participating at the state track meet is Giovanni McConnell Coplow.
Destiny Desiree Cosby.
Connor Thomas Krogan.
Hannah Ruth Crow.
Sarah Elizabeth Crow.
Benjamin Robert Cottrere.
Cameron Michael Dama.
Grace Lily Davidson Richards.
Michael James DeCenzo.
Gus Davidson Richards.
Jarrett Benjamin Davis.
Michael Anthony DeLucia.
Nathan Lee DeRose.
Robert Francis Jude DiDomenico.
James Bartholomew Dietz.
Kaylin Marie Dusenberry.
Edward James Duco.
Kate Marie Dunko.
Emily Catherine Dunlap.
Stone Robert Elias.
Jonna Maria Ellis.
Jonas Gerhard Edward Epp.
Matthew John Fetty. Trenton William First.
Dante Patrick Flack.
Bailey Connor Flanagan.
Michelle Marie Bella Fulton.
Alexis May Gent.
Vincent Rocco Giordano.
Alexa Marie Grabick.
Tyler James Brower.
Kenneth John Greco.
Anthony Alexander Golfo.
Hunter Paul Hale.
Peter James Halloff.
Aiden John Hennesek.
Anastasia Alexis Marie Hart.
Vincent Ulrich Hepela.
Richard Vincent Avrilla.
Sophie Michelle Hodge.
Richard Raymond Herrera.
Michael Colin Ritz.
Madison Lynn Impton.
Cheyenne Elaine Jackson. Michaela Marie Jagman.
Thomas Peter James.
Lauren Matea Johnson.
Ashley Lauren Jones.
Marina Diane Jones.
Nicole Ann Joseph.
Gregory Nicholas Karras.
Brandon Adam Kemp.
Ryan John Narr.
Brennan David Klingensmith.
William Philip Kovach.
Kaylin Elizabeth Kovach.
Hassan Kasuni.
Ian Benjamin Kristen.
Fiona Marta Lally.
Robert Eugene Kutch.
Tyler Thomas Lance.
Gina Marie Landers.
Sydney Noel Leone.
Colin Clark Leonard. Gwyneth Therese Lesnansky.
Ian Thomas Little.
Brian Christopher Litwin.
Pasquale Joseph Lorelli.
Camille August Moss.
James Gerard Moss.
Julia Diane Magliacca.
Christopher William Macara.
Mitchell Dominic Manji.
Zachary Thomas Ali Reza Mantigi.
Gianna Nicole Morasevich.
Dylan Allen Mead.
Jessica Leah McGowan.
Chance Timothy Merlin.
Cassidy Paige Mersing.
Ethan Michael Morrison.
Andrew Thomas Murphy.
Madison Elizabeth Murphy.
Carter Sebastian Luis Myers.
Joseph Paul Myers.
Swetha Nalapanini.
Isabel Rose Nupnow.
Aaliyah Rose Osborne.
Luke Martin Palani.
Emma Lee Paris.
Jason Joseph Paris.
Serena Marie Pasquale.
Dominic Auguste Palali.
Lillian Adele Poland.
Nathan James Powell.
Christian Floyd Pruitt.
Brandon Lee Reynolds.
David Robert Reinhardt.
Sterling Joseph Roberts.
Mackenzie Paige Reisner.
Macy Ann Roche.
Angelique Robles Mendoza.
Sean Maurice Rollins.
Rocco Lawrence Rogers.
Amberly Maria Rose.
Catherine Pauline Roman.
Tyrese Christopher Rushton.
Alex Joseph Rusu.
Giancarlo Anthony Sadie.
Serena Christina Samarone.
Alex Joseph Sanders.
Hallie Michelle Schneider.
Brock Jeffrey Shaper.
Stephanie Ann Sheckelhoff.
Grace Kelly Schuler.
Madison Marie Schrock.
Hunter Sebastian Schwab.
Sydney Elise Schuler.
Kristen Dawn Shelley.
Chad Anthony Shauna.
Lauren Judith Slanker.
Ryan Anthony Scheidmantel.
Zachary Thomas Smith.
Skylar Hunter Smith.
Justin Anthony Spatter.
Gianna Marie Socherelli.
Tyler Douglas Stein.
Ashley Ann Story.
Arthur James Serenatus.
Brandon Michael Stratton. Shalise Brianne Teisler.
Lauren Margaret Thomas.
Riley Carrie Todd.
Jared Ellis Tincher.
Melvin Levi Trent.
Mallory Elise Vaclav.
Brianna Nicole Ventimiglia.
Alexis Catherine Vernon.
James Nathan Warren.
Eric Cy Weimer.
Lindsay Elizabeth Wills.
Marissa Lene Yurstowski.
Jasmine Monet Wren.
Jake James Zarlinga.
Matthew Richard Zaremski. Noah Jacob Charles Zolden.
It is a Canfield tradition that the last persons to receive their diplomas will be the co-class presidents. First, Jessica Annie Lee. And the other co-president, Vincent Charles Paterno Beavers. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a very robust round of applause? Come on, you can do better than that. Thank you, thank you. At this time, and we're almost finished here, we ask the choir presidents, Emily Dunco, Kayla Feckety, and Frank Bucciarelli, along with the co-presidents Vincent Paterno and Jessica Lee. Please join us on stage, as they're going to lead in the singing of the alma mater, and then we will have the turning of the tassels. We would ask all to join in. Come on up. Class of 2019, would you please rise?
Praise we sing to Canfield High School, alma mater dear. Now to her we raise our voices in a mighty cheer. With the chorus speeding onward, shouted to the sky. Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail to Canfield High.
Stace. Class presidents, do your last duty. We will now have the turning of the tassels. The class presidents will lead you on the count of 3. Please turn your tassels from right to left. When that is over, this graduation ceremony has ended. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
We would like to thank everybody for coming. The ceremony is now concluded. Congratulations, class of 2019.